Hello and welcome back to TOD Rolls Dice for our first Sunday preview of the channel. This is going to be a weekly thing. I'm still figuring this out. I don't know if you've realised. I will stick a link in the description below when I'm able to. At the minute I'm slightly restricted on what I can do on YouTube because it's a brand new channel, no followers, no history. When I can, I will link stuff, so don't worry, it will be there. But let's get into what's coming this week. 40k, I've had a quick look, I'll be honest. It's all Blood Angels, it's all 40k. So they are dropping the Codex supplement for the Blood Angels that was originally released in the box that came out a few weeks ago. You're getting a fancy limited edition Codex cover, and then obviously the bog standard artwork. That's quite a nice cover actually. I'll give them that, that's a nice artwork. Asterath the Grim in his new Primarisified model or Primaris scale model. I don't actually know if he is Primaris or what. I've not been following the lore, I'll be honest. But he's coming. I don't know if he was in the box as well, but he's getting his full release. Lamartes, Guardian of the Lost. He was in the box. He's finally coming on his own, which is good. Lovely model, really nice pose. He looks like he's going to smack you in the face, doesn't he? That's nice. I'd be tempted to take that and kit bash it into something for my own Space Marine army down the line. But yeah, so that's nice. He's coming out on his own. Sanguinor is getting a release as well. He's definitely not been out yet. Slightly more upscaled than the previous one. A little less goofy, I'll say. I love the wings. But yeah, again, it's another nice model. They've done really well with this. He's coming out as well. Getting the new Blood Angels captain who has some really cool things. I like this captain because I like the difference in the arm. I like the sculpted abs and things. It's very sort of Greco. And I love that vibe. There's obviously a power fist, power sword, chain sword, and a variety of arm poses, and it looks like bolt pistol, melter pistol. So yeah, again, I think this is one of the nicer captains that they've released actually. It's a shame that he is just in the Tacticus armor, but it's beautiful, and I think that even as somebody who isn't a fan of the Blood Angels, there's a lot of kit bash potential in there. That's cool. You're also getting the new Sanguinary Priest, who I believe is an apothecary exclusive to Blood Angels. Again, it's a really nice model. I can't fault it. It's nice to actually get a apothecary with a chainsword as well. But yeah, that's really nice. Again, I look at it and I think, well, I can file that off. I can change the pads. I could have a different base. Could really tweak that, get rid of the stuff that's Blood Angel specific and make that into a really interesting and different looking apothecary for my army if I wanted to go down that route. So yeah, really nice model, and not just for Blood Angels. Sanguinary Guard, yeah. I don't have a problem with them until you get to the lack of wings. I'd be okay with jump pack and then some kind of wing. I don't know, I think that they should just be a bit fancier. They are the big, fancy, elite bodyguard unit of the Blood Angels. They should look that way. To me, they don't. Very disappointed with these. And I think quite a few of the Blood Angels fans were disappointed. But I bet their rules are going to be amazing because the models aren't that great, and that tends to be how these things are. You're also getting the upgrades and the transfers. This is the continuing on of the new trend. They did it with Black Templars, they did it with the Dark Angels. Really nice upgrade kit. Loads of different options, loads of different shoulder pads. Looks like you get your Phobos. There'll be some Terminator, and then there'll be some normal Tacticus ones. Different iconography, different heads. Terminator heads as well. Terminator chest piece for your whichever Terminator you want, really. Really cool. Adds a little bit more. I mean, that looks like the same sword as what was available in the Dark Angels one. It's probably different. Double-handed chainsword there, which is quite cool. But just it's another way of being able to slightly customize your model, which I'm all for. I love stuff like this. Take the cards and dice. The dice look translucent red with yellow paint on them. Not the nicest dice I've seen. Not the worst, not the nicest. You also get the Sisters of Battle Canoness with the jump pack. Loads of different assemblies. People didn't like that head. I mean, it is a bit of a weird head, but I kind of see it. It works for the model. I think it's a nice model. I don't collect Sisters of Battle, but I think, again, just looking at purely kit bash potential, I think you can do a lot with this. You can make a really cool character or champion for a squad or whatever you wanted to do. Really, really nice model. Really nice detail. Cool selection of weapons as well. I love the halberd. It's really nice. The new Genestealer Cult Benefactus, who was the new model in their fancy box set when their codex came out, is finally getting his release as well. It's just a wild model. It's a mostly Genestealer Cult psyker with just a human head on this giant tyrannid brain, and it's really weird, really gross. I absolutely love it. I think you could do so much with this. It's just amazing. It's absolutely amazing. I love it. I love a lot of the Genestealer Cult models. I think they're really cool. Moving down to the officially licensed stuff, because GW is really expanding out on their licensing deals. This is Age of Sigmar Roleplay Soulbound starter set. It looks like a D6 version of basically what D&D is. Embark on your own adventures in the Mortal Realms with a new starter set for Soulbound, the tabletop role-playing game set in Age of Sigmar from Crucible 7. So yeah, if you want to do roleplay well, not 40k, but roleplay Warhammer, certainly Age of Sigmar, this is for you. It looks like quite a nice box. I like a map. I like, combat reference sheets and things. Everything you need to start playing, as they say. And some red dice with yellow paint. I wonder where they got that idea from. We've also got White Dwarf 505 coming out with October. That's a cool picture. Why do orcs always just look cool? Does it give us any idea? It's not all orcs. There's some Adeptus Sororitas and a new slate of Crusade rules, while the designers of the new Skaven legions talk about the Verminous Hide, a creation in a chunky 14-page report. Okay. So it's heavily orc, with a mega battle report, chaotic multiplayer mission, and pop-out photographic background for both orcs and uruks. October it is. The Eidolon book that we mentioned in the last video that was previewed last week, I think. The Uruk Hammer is being released in every format by the looks of it. There's also the special edition one, Glorious Special Edition, fit for champions of the Emperor's Children, with a cloth spine, detailed artwork, silver foil blocking matched by silver page edges, and a lilac ribbon bookmark. Copies are numbered and signed by the author, so they will be limited stock, and if you want one, grab them quick. But yeah, and then there's a new Firecast, a new Imperial Guard book, an audio book that is out on a 1-week pre-order window. I don't know, it doesn't necessarily say Audible, but wherever you probably get audiobooks, you'll be able to get that. French edition of Minklesk, The Last White Shield. And coming down to Warhammer Plus this week, they're going to show you how to paint Warpstone weapons for the Skaven. Obviously the Skaven releases recently, so they're still playing up on the Skaven stuff. And Lawmasters as Tau, incoming Tau Empire Invasion of Volcus, take a look back into their first foray into the stars with the First Sphere expansion, so looking back at old Tau lore to get ready for the Vespids in Kill Team that will be dropping that weekend. They've also got a big reveal on Monday, and new rules going up for download later in the week. That's all Kill Team related. So big stuff for Kill Team that we can talk about next weekend. And yeah, I mean, the Lawmaster stuff's not bad, but at least they're still making content for the platform. It's something new at the very least. I mean, it feels minimum, but it's something new. So yeah, I think the big highlight for anybody is going to be Blood Angels Codex and characters. There's nothing here for me, in all honesty. It's nice that 40k gets something, probably the last thing that 40k is going to get this year, from what they've said. So yeah, we'll see. And then we also have They didn't actually mention it on here, did they? But we have Warhammer Day on the 5th. They didn't even mention that they have a preview show on Saturday the 5th of October in their Sunday preview. That seems a bit silly. Yeah, there we go. New stuff coming for 40k, and it looks like a fairly quiet week for everybody else. So that's 2 quiet weeks on the trot for the Sunday preview. Let me know if there's anything that catches your eye in here, anything that you'll be pre-ordering on Saturday, or keeping an eye out to pick up at some point in the next few weeks. And we'll be back next Sunday with another one of these, and hopefully at some point before then with something else. Stay tuned to the channel if you are enjoying this. Thank you very much for watching. See you all in the next one.